Hello and welcome back in my reading corner. Thank you so much for joining me again for yet another unboxing. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Cici. I do mostly bookish subscription box unboxings. Sometimes I do other bookish stuff, sometimes I look at other subscription boxes, but mostly it's the bookish kind, and that's what we're here for today as well. We're looking at the Spearcraft book box. The Spearcraft book box ships from the USA, costs $29.99. There's also a quarterly box at, I believe, $50 US. Shipping is always determined on the weight, so they don't state like constant shipping costs, but I have taken like 1 month shipping cost, added that to the box, translated that into the currency of 5 locations, and you can see on the screen right now what this box would cost you. This box focuses on YA, and they do all the genres, so there's always like a good selection. It's one of those themed boxes where you have a monthly theme and then a hardcover new release book which kind of correlates with the theme somehow, and then how many goodies? 4+ fandom bookish goodies, and they do state that most of them are made by the Spearcraft team themselves, which can be a good thing if they have like a cool craft store or a cool Etsy store or something. We did have a couple of boxes where I felt they just printed out some paper, and that is just not the value that I expect for $29.99. I believe the last box was a lot better, and I have high hopes that this is going to be better as well. I usually try to subscribe to these services for 3 to 6 months to test a couple of boxes, and then I move on to the next box to spread my money around. Because yes, I am paying for all these boxes myself, so yeah, I can't stick with like a box that I don't love for like more than 6 months. The Spearcraft book box also states that they're in the FAQ that they're mostly geared towards women, so they might have some female items like jewelry or something if you are a boy, and you just should be aware of that. That's what they're saying. Also, I believe I am ranting a little bit in the June video about it. I feel like the customer service is not where it should be, not from like a direct experience I had with them, but about the way they state their FAQ. Please do me a favor, head on over to their page and just read the FAQ. When I read it, because I read these to research these boxes, to give you some of the information, to get like to all my ratings and stuff, I felt yelled at before I even had an issue. It felt like they told me, you better not have an issue, because if you have an issue, it's your damn fault. That's what I felt like. I felt a little attacked, and somebody sitting there like, and this is just not something that I expect from a business. Also, they have like this one part where they say things like, oh, you have to keep in mind, we pay this much for the box, we pay this much for the labor. I don't care. It's a business. It's your business. I want value for my money. If I spend 30 bucks on this box, I don't care if you pay 30 bucks for the wrapping it. I want value of 30 bucks because I spent 30 bucks on it. Let's get into the box itself. Oh, and you can, by the way, just in the US, you can also get an option just to get the books for, I believe, $13.99. So that's cool. So this is what it looks like. Ooh, it already looks really cool. This is the spoiler card. It says Dark Fairytales is the theme of the October box. It states 12 items. Oh, and one item is the spoiler card. Sorry, but the spoiler card is not an item. Get rid of these. Oh, 13 items, of which some I don't consider an item. But then we have this fabric. I don't know what is this supposed to be. Stalking Jack the Ripper inspired tapestry with a quote from Spearcraft book box. So this is a tapestry. I'm sorry, but it's not my style. I don't like it. I just think the design is lacking. The background is so busy that you can barely see what it's written. Like when you have a busy background with like these light areas, you can't have writing over it in such a delicate like writing. I have a hard time reading this. And I don't know what to do with a tapestry of this size. Let me know what you would do with it. This is definitely going in my giveaway because I have no use for it. It's a solid item, but I have no use for it. If you don't know that yet, I do monthly giveaways where I give away all the stuff from the subscription boxes that I don't have a use for, which is my loss is your fortune. You can win it all. So make sure you check out my monthly giveaway before you leave. The next item is very flat. It's Sanderson Sisters Coffee. It will make you run amok. Amok, amok! Pumpkin spice coffee. It's 20 ounce. So we have some coffee. This is cool. I can't find it on the spoiler card. Then we have a treat. Rice Krispies treat. Happy Halloween. This is item number 13. Trick or treat edible item. Then we have a lip balm, Hocus Pocus lip balm. I'm not opening it up because this will go in my giveaway, so I can't smell it. Soybean oil, beeswax, sunflower, just a standard item with like the wrapping created, nothing special, but it's a solid item. And then we have a necklace. I just recently got a necklace very similar to that. It's like this little potion thingy. Fairest of them all, it says. The necklace part is already completely black, so you can tell it's a cheap material, which I do not appreciate. I understand with the cost of this box that you can't put in like really good jewelry, but I will not put this on my skin because this will most likely leave my skin like with this bluish stained color. This is a Grimm Fairytales inspired Fairest of Them All necklace. Then we have a set of 2 Harry Potter inspired dark mark tattoos. So this is probably the first item that I'm actually going to keep. We have a little enamel pin that says I am smiling. It is the Wednesday Addams. It's a Wednesday Addams inspired enamel pin. I'm not sure about if I like the quality. It feels like the design feels a little bit off, but it's a good item. Then we have a square pin that says Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Don't like the design at all. It's just no. Then we have a magnet that says I'd rather die on an adventure than live standing still. It's a darker shade of magic inspired quote. I'm a little bit bored by the design, but it's fine, I guess. Ooh, I like these. We have 2 coasters, but it is paper, so you can't use them much. It just says stay peculiar. I do like them a lot, but you cannot use them much because, well, they would instantly just be destroyed when water comes on them. I believe this is it. Let's see. We have the spoiler card, the necklace, the magnet, the coasters, lip balm, the dark mark tattoos, tapestry, enamel pin, Beetlejuice. And then number 10 and 11 are then we have some advertising for the Spearcraft box themselves. Harry Potter Holiday Special Edition box, quarterly Spearcraft box, and I got the advertising twice by accident. It goes in the trash right away. Let's get to the book of the month, and interesting enough, the Spearcraft book box counts them as number 10, 11 and 12, meaning a signed book plate is 10, a letter from the author is 11, and the hardcover book is number 12, and we're looking at Grimm Lovelies by Megan Shepherd. We have the signed book plate. And then we have the letter from the author, printed, which is nice, and it's in a convenient size that can actually stay in the book. I love keeping the letters from the author with my book. Oh, I haven't looked at it naked yet. Boring. Alright, so Grimm Lovelies is about, is like an urban fantasy that plays in Paris. As far as I understand, it's about this girl who grew up a beastie. I believe she was once an animal and is now lives as a human, and the person who turned her into a human has been murdered or has died, and they have to find a a solution to stay human, otherwise they will turn back into a beast. I believe that's what I understand about it. This is also the Booksplosion book of the month October. So I did want to read, I knew this was coming in this box, so I wanted to read it for the Booksplosion month of October. Was waiting for this box, but sadly this only came November 3rd, so we're already past it, and I did not read it as part of the Booksplosion, but I might try and read it later on. My TBR for November is already full. Yeah, let me know. Should I put it high on my TBR? I don't know. I'm not completely feeling it yet. It sounds like a nice story, but not like, I want to read it now. It's different, and it might be good for this time of the year, so that's good. All right, this is it. Let me know what you think this whole lot is worth. I will do my calculation and the ratings, and yeah, put down in the comments below what you think this lot is worth. So Beauty gets 2 out of 5 points. Being Special gets 2 out of 5 points. Unique Selling Point gets 4 out of 5 points. Service gets 4 out of 5 points. And then Worth gets 4 out of 5 points. I believe that we got our money's worth. It wasn't spectacular, but we did get our money's worth. I am completely happy compared to the last couple of times and I do believe that this is totally okay. If this is what they consider mostly created by us, that is totally fine. I'm not a particular fan of the designs itself, so I don't know if that's they're doing, and sorry, I'm just not a fan of their design work. So for that reason I will most likely unsubscribe, and because I want to spread to other boxes. I believe that this is a valid box. If you like the designs, if you like this type of item, if you like, for example, these like kind of magnets and stickers and this type of stuff, it's completely valid, and they have like letter from the author and bookplate, I think, most of the time, which is awesome. So it's a completely valid box. Let me know what you think of this box down in the comments below. If you liked what you saw, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to enter my giveaway before you leave my channel. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye!